A lot of people ask me, how do you decide what you want to do? I chase excitement. Adventure to me, it's not something that is huge and epic. It's something that gets you excited, to get outside of your comfort zone. What makes my engine run is seeing other people excited. I love to watch people climb the hill in front of me, or I love to wait and watch people come around the corner that we've just passed. When I feel free is, I guess, when I'm scared in which direction to head. I do need to be outside. I don't know if that's how I was built or if that's how I was raised. That's where all the things that I consider fun are outside. The best advice I could probably give somebody is don't judge those around you, because you'll end up judging yourself by the same standards. Just go live, do what makes you excited, do what makes you happy.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome along. Yeah, we're on. We're on.
There you are.
Welcome to Live Lunch. I am Eric. Hello. Good to see you. And this is my good friend Dan.
Hello. Well, acquaintance.
Dan is the parts manager here at Sycamore Motorrad, and I'm a thing.
You are a thing?
So somebody wanders around every now and again. And our biggest audience ever.
We have, yes. Live studio
Crazy.
audience.
Live studio audience. Hello, audience.
Hello. Hello. Applause.
Applause. Clap.
Hey, there we are.
There you go. We have a socially distanced audience of 2, which is 100% more than ever had previously.
There you are. Pretty impressive.
Something. So thank you very much for coming down, gentlemen. It's good to see you. Yeah. One of them you will already have seen before because he's from Motorcycle News. I'm going to say all in full there because I always get it wrong. Because I spent my life with computers, I always say, what do I usually say? MSN rather than MCN. So I have to stop and think about it. Motorcycle News.
There you are.
There's a new jingle for you. You can have that. It's free.
Yeah, you choose that.
Motorcycle.
There you are.
So, we're going to get straight into it. We'll do the admin first, shall we?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Mugs, that's the first thing, mugs.
Yeah, still available.
Come on, show the mugs. Show the
Mugs.
So you can have your mug with your preferred motorcycle on it, and your name, and our logo, and our hashtag of People First, which is something that we do live by if you've ever come down. Talking of coming down, thank you very much to those that came and saw us on Saturday for the launch of the R18. It was very good. Bacon was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Not sure when we're going to do that again. We did talk about that this morning. Not sure when we're going to do it again. It's not going to be a regular occurrence, especially as there's new laws coming in.
Jumpers for goalposts.
Jumpers what?
Jumpers for goalposts. Easily movable, aren't they? Movable goalposts.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I remember that from the Fast show. So I thought that's what you were.
Okay.
That's the difference in our age.
There you are.
Jumpers for goalposts, isn't
Jumpers
it?
for goal.
Jumpers for goalposts. Boys in the park. If you're over 40, you'll go. Yeah, I remember that. And Looking Out was my favourite. Okay. Then what else we got to do?
There's big news this morning.
Big news this morning.
Yeah.
The big news this morning.
Well, if they follow BMW UK on Facebook, Instagram, or pretty much anything else, they will already know. If they follow MCN, they'll already know. But there is the new MRR or M1000RR or whatever you want to call it. There is the new M Sport bike, which is the first of its kind.
I have a very important question about the M1000RR. This goes back, if you're a regular viewer, to a few weeks ago when we were talking about the RR. And you said, you only need to call it the RR.
Tico said that.
Not gonna it's just called the RR. Idiot.
Yeah.
Now we have to.
Confusion. So, as per the conference earlier with the top guys in Germany at BMW Motorrad, we're referring to them as the SRR and the MRR.
Okay.
So they're still dropping that middle thousand.
Right.
But yes, they are now calling it the SRR and the MRR.
Double R.
Double
rather
R.
than RR.
Exactly, yeah.
RR. Sounds like what it sounds
it's strange because a lot of people are saying the M1000RR or the MRR, so it depends on. It's all personal preference.
I'm going to go for MRR.
Yeah, I'm going to call it MRR.
SRR.
Yeah.
Bradley's lurking. What are you going to call it, Brad?
fast. Right, so yeah, we'll crack on with a little bit of information.
First of all,
go on.
as a novice,
Yeah.
what's a big deal about M?
Okay, so M is the most powerful letter of the alphabet, as BMW will quite rightly tell you, closely followed by double R. But yeah, M is a very powerful lettering. It means born on the racetrack. And if any of you follow BMW cars or anything like that, you'll know they just dropped the new M3 and the M4 this morning as well. That was also part of the press conference. The M series is always that next stage up.
Okay.
So just like you could with the cars, you'd get the Series M Sport, which is a 3 Series with additional extras,
Yeah.
and then you get the M3, which is a whole other beast. And that is essentially exactly what they've done now with the SRR and the MRR. You've got the S1000 RR M Sport, which has certain extras that you associate with being used on the track, but then you also have this new M RR, which is completely track focused. It's been completely designed with the likes of World Superbike in mind, where they use production bikes on the track, and that is essentially what they've done.
I was going to say, it is road legal, isn't it?
It is road legal, so for World Superbike, for British Super Stock, for things like the Isle of Man TT, where you've got Super Stock race, the bike has to be a road legal mass-produced bike.
Okay.
Mass-produced, I'll put in speech marks because it depends on what you call mass. So this bike is road legal and it is being retailed. Therefore, it's a mass-produced road production bike. They can use it in Superstock, they can use it in World Superbike.
Okay.
Because a lot of these series of racing, they can only make minor adjustments. So if the bike doesn't come with it standard from the factory, you can't change it. There's a few things that they can change, but most of the stuff they can't. So they have essentially made it so it's ready. You can go World Superbike, crack on.
Okay.
It's going to be race winning.
Okay.
If the stats go by, this is going to blow
So
the
you
rest out of
can
the water.
ride it on the road,
You can,
but you should ride it on a track.
yeah. There's definitely people out there that do buy one. They're going to ride it on the road, but it's been created with the track in mind.
Okay. 0 to 60 in 3 point something seconds.
Correct. Yes.
That's going to get you from the traffic
Still going
lights.
on a loop here, by the way. I don't know if we're meant to be.
No.
But there's some pictures, which is a very, very pretty bike. Very, very pretty bike. But it is less about looks and more about what's underneath. They've done loads of changes. It's 209 brake horsepower, which is substantial. It revs 500 revs per minute faster than what the S1000 RR
Okay,
does.
that means nothing to me.
Okay, so revs per minute, I'm sure you understand how many times the engine can
Turns
revolve.
over, yeah.
So, on the other one, the S1000 RR, that would have been 4,600. That's how many times it can revolve in a minute. This is 5,100.
What difference does that make?
But speed. The
Okay.
faster the engine turns, the faster you can turn that real
Don't
wheel.
talk to me like I'm an idiot.
Don't ask idiotic questions.
Speed.
There's loads of added extras. So this comes with a full aquapovic system as standard. So just the system alone, the exhaust system has lost 3.7 kilograms. Just
Okay.
gone. So they've really worked on the weight. The whole bike as a whole weighs 192 kilograms, which is super light. 5 kilograms lighter than the current S1000 RR Motorsport, which is already the lightest RR on the market.
Okay. Does that obviously the lighter it is, the faster it's going
Correct,
to
yeah.
move? Does that make it more difficult to handle with a lighter bike?
No.
Okay.
You want a race bike to be as light as possible. You want the weight in the right places,
Yeah.
but you want the whole thing to be as light as possible. And they have taken every last thing into consideration. So the pistons on this bike are forged, and they have dropped 12 grams per piston. So, they have really put every last bit into this. It doesn't matter what it was; it was getting made lighter. So yeah, there's even the long rods, they're longer than what they were, but they're made out of titanium. So even though they're longer, they're lighter than the ones on the S1000.
Now we're standing in front of
This is
the
an S1000. Yep.
Right. This retails for how much?
I don't know. Why are you asking me those sort of questions? This is when we need James May here, aren't it?
Gavin Slade. Okay. All right. Let's go to
Okay.
the end.
Let me tell you, if you got a M Sport RR, I think they come in at just under 20. I think. Please don't hold me to that. I can tell you that the new M RR is retailing at just under 31,000. That doesn't include the M Sport package, which is additional 4,000.
Well, I saw on the website it was just over 30,000 actually.
So
it's around about 30 grand.
It's 30,900 or something. So yeah, just under 31, and then it's 4,100 for the M Sport package on top, which includes those lovely extras.
So £35,000
£1,000 all in
on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you'll see in the pictures, these got carbon fibre winglets.
Okay,
so for people that watch MotoGP,
tell me when the winglets come up.
The winglets are on there. You can just see them. The carbon fibre bits on the side of the front. You can see them in this picture here, just underneath the BMW Rounders. They're carbon fibre cooled winglets. There you are, perfect picture. You see them really clearly there. Now,
the ears.
The ears. There you go. People that watch MotoGP will probably remember it weren't that long ago that these were designed by another manufacturer, which will remain nameless for now. And
we're on Talking Edge, you can say we like, mate.
Oh, okay. Ducati were the first to stick these on their MotoGP bike. The idea is to create downforce.
Yeah.
Obviously, the more downforce you can get, the more power you can put down. And these are so the winglets on the new MRR, they're 13.4 kilograms of downforce at 186 mile an hour. So that's really getting.
You're
that
sticking
planted.
to the road on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's what you want. You don't want to be spinning out in the corners.
They do say you can take a Formula 1 car and drive it upside down in a tunnel.
Right,
so
okay,
maybe you'll be able to do that on a bike. Yeah.
Give it a go. I've got some tunnels around my area.
Yeah, video yourself and see if you can do it. Send them to us. All right, lovely. Thank you. That's the M1000 RR. Announced this very morning.
Yeah.
Do we know when it will be available?
So there is talk about February time for retail. I'm hoping they're going to hit the race teams before that. It'd be good for them to get some winter testing and stuff done on it. But yeah, it's hopefully going to be around about February.
Are any of the available now?
Yeah, they are.
See what I did there?
Yeah,
See what I did there?
So an exciting thing. So a lot of people, the MRR isn't necessarily going to appeal to them. They might not be racers as such, and even if you sort of your track days, it's a lot of money. You'd probably go for the M Sport RR instead. But the good thing with this is obviously now they've developed all of these parts for the M Sport, and the frame and the chassis, a lot of it is the same. So it moves over. One of the parts which is a lot of attention is part of the M package for the £4,100, and that is the M Endurance chain. Flick it on, there you are. Right, the picture doesn't do it any justice. The picture looks like fairly average chain. It's all right. It looks okay, but it doesn't do it justice. If you don't know about the M chain, which a lot of people do already, this is an industrial diamond chain. The idea is it is completely maintenance free, even if you're putting it through its paces on the track. So it's made out of industrial diamond. A lot of people won't know what industrial diamond is. I certainly didn't.
Some people.
Why not? So essentially, it's been placed in between two things. It's in between DLC, which is diamond-like coating, and pure diamond, and it sort of sits in the middle there. And the coating that this has doesn't wear off.
Okay.
So it doesn't need lubing, it doesn't need adjusting, it doesn't need cleaning. You stick it on your bike and you ride it. That's it. Which people are going to love, because a lot of people have been put off by the likes of the XR, the S1000 XR, because they want that bike, they love that bike, they don't want to deal with a chain. They've got so used to having GSs and other shaft drive BMWs, and they've got used to maintenance. So they don't want to go back to a chain where you've got to lubricate it, you've got to adjust it. It can be a bit of a pain, especially if you're short of time, you're using it regularly for commuting and things like that.
Yep.
But you can whack one of these chains on and it's maintenance free.
Okay.
Which is, I really hope it's as good as as the stats say it's going to be, because it's going to revolutionise the chain drive world.
You've had quite a lot. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if we've got any comments. I don't think we have we?
No, I don't think we have.
Nobody's talking to
Feel
us
free
today.
to hit us up.
Yeah, hit us with some comments. We'd like to hear them.
I've made sure I've got all the information in front of me so I can even try and answer all your questions.
No, he's doing TJ's job today.
I'm
no
trying.
TJ today, unfortunately, but hopefully back next week. Okay, so the chain is available from when?
So at the moment, I can't physically get it into the shop at the moment, but I can now physically order it. So you can pre-order from yesterday,
Yep.
and I am hoping to have it at the beginning of next month. So what's that? We're talking just over a week.
Okay.
We're selling them already. People are going mental for them. They are available for the 2020 S1000 XR and the 2020 S1000 RR, as well as obviously the M1000 RR.
What's the advantage of having a train rather than the drive shaft?
Mainly weight. So the reason they put belt drive bikes as well. But most of them that are S1000 range, they are shaft drive. Shaft drive is great. You need to pay no maintenance to it at all. It's just every 2 years when it's serviced with us, we change the oil in it for you. Other than that, you don't have to touch it. So people love it.
Yep.
Problem is it's heavy. So on something like a GS or an RT, you don't notice it. The bike is a big heavy bike anyway. Obviously it's full of extras and things like that. So the extra weight you don't notice. On something like the S1000RR, where they have done everything they can to bring that weight down, to whack a drive shaft on it would ruin everything that they've done. So they use chain drive. It's light and fairly easy. You know, if you're racing, as far as race goes, it's next to nothing. But if you were commuting, okay, people don't do quite so much on the RR. We have a few customers that commute on a RR, but certainly on the XR, then it's quite a bit of a pain because you're doing a lot of miles, and they do struggle, and they do need adjusting, and they do need cleaning and lubricating.
Excellent. Okay. Lovely. So they are available.
Yep.
From now.
Yeah, order them now. Yep. Drop me an email.
Okay. Email.
Email, telephone. I don't mind.
eBay.
Yeah, they are on eBay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They are. I didn't write it down. It's one of the things I didn't write. £239, I believe. £239. Chain unchain link. You don't need new sprockets. You use them with your already existing sprockets. Obviously, you want to be making sure your sprockets aren't already worn. Obviously, sprockets wear in time as well. So anyone with a chain drive bike will know quite often you change your chain, change the sprockets at the same time. So if you're putting on a fairly new bike, that's great. If you're buying a new bike, if you're buying a new S1000RR or you're buying a new S1000 XR, you can actually have it as a factory option for an extra £100. So it's a lot cheaper to get it as a factory option because obviously they're not having to supply the original chain as well. It's just you have to supply the one. So it's only an extra £100 for that.
So Kirk.
Yeah, I was reading that.
MCN should feature the chain tech. That's a whole feature in its own right.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Tommy says he'll pass your message on.
I will be honest, I haven't seen it in MCN, so hopefully that'll be something that does get passed on and get put out there.
We'll keep talking about it though. Yeah. Don't you worry, Kirk. Because Kirk, I believe you sent me a message actually last week saying, why don't we talk more about chains? Because you know everybody's got a drive shaft.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it comes along, stop it. You're right in my eye line. So there we are. We're now featuring it because it is now a new part. But we will return to this in the future. As you rightly say, there's more to it. When I think of chains, I think of my bicycle chain when I was a younger person and how much maintenance that needs. So this must need
so a bicycle chain doesn't need too much. I'm not too clued up on bicycles. The proper cyclists out there might disagree. Bicycle chains are usually self-adjusting, so that they tension themselves basically on the derailleur.
Do they?
I think that's what it's called. They're essentially always tension themselves until the chain is completely worn and then it needs replacing. So you don't have to do things like chain adjustment, although you should do cleaning and lubricating.
This may surprise you, but I'm not a keen cyclist.
It does surprise me.
I know, right?
But yeah, motorcycle chains, they do need cleaning, they do need adjusting, and they do need lubricating very regularly. So to have something that needs none of those is massive.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. All right. Anything else coming in? Anything else new?
There's always stuff coming in. There's always new
I know, you've always got something happening.
I've always got something, but if I give it all away on this week, I've got nothing for next week, come on, so I've got to hold some back.
That's very true. One last thing, happy birthday to Andrew. He's probably not watching, but it's Andrew's birthday today. Tried to keep that secret. That's the big boss man. So happy birthday to him.
Drop that on Facebook. Make sure you send him loads of Facebook messages. He tried to keep it as quiet as possible, but his personal Facebook account gave that away. So it was the stuff. Of course, we made a big deal out of it. We went and got him a cake and a card, and we all cheered. So he loved that. So make sure you drop him a message and wish him happy birthday.
Finally, COVID. COVID. If you're coming down to see us, feel free to come and see us. Please wear a mask. You will be asked to wear a mask when you come in. We perhaps haven't enforced that as stringently as we should have, but we are definitely, as from today, asking. You can wear a buff, should you wish. So I carry mine around with me, but wear your own. Just pull it up over your face. That's fine. Over your face. You should pull it over your face. Pull it over your nose and mouth, and then that'll be fine. But you will find that a lot of our staff will be wearing masks as well. You don't have to wear them quite so stringently up in the biker bar, which is for the time being remaining open. Obviously, not after 10 o'clock.
Not after 10 o'clock. Get home after 10 o'clock. COVID comes out after 10 o'clock. Off you go.
So feel free to come up and have a coffee up here. If you'd like to, you're quite welcome to come on a Wednesday morning. We have a little bit of a chinny wag about what's going on, and you're quite welcome to come and join us for that as well. Obviously, we'll have to social distance.
It was nice earlier actually. Paul came in, didn't he? Paul came up here and he
Yep.
had a chat. He just came in for coffee, and that was really nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're always welcome. If you fancy just coming in for coffee and a chat on a Wednesday. Wednesday's a good day. Eric's here, and he's always sat there drinking coffee and doing very little else. So
And I'm starting bringing biscuits in now because we can't provide biscuits. I have my own personal biscuit stash, but I might let you have a biscuit. Also, what you'll find up on the biker bar is quite often the latest MCN. So that's usually sitting out on the desk. By all means, take a look at
hang on,
that.
you missed something very important there. This week's MCN. Let's have a closer look at that. This week's MCN front cover is the BMW R18.
R18, there it
There
is.
you are, which we have in the showroom. We have two of, in fact.
Yep.
So if you want to come down, we've got two. One is a test ride bike, or a demo bike is what I should have called it, and the other one is a showroom bike. So even if our demo's out, there is always one here for you to look at. And if you did want to take a demo, give one of the sales guys a call and go out. We're not being stingy about test rides. If you want to go out on one, come in, grab yourself a test ride and take it out for a bit and see what you think.
They're appreciated when they're ridden.
Yeah, oh absolutely,
It's-
definitely.
You've got to sit in the flesh, and you've actually got to sit on it and ride it to appreciate what it's all about. It's just one of those sort of bikes, I believe.
You ride it very differently to what you'd ride the MRR. As I quite quickly found out on the first roundabout I hit on it. Take it out, take a bimble on it, and you'll really start to appreciate it. If you try and ride it like any of the S1000 range, you might not enjoy the ride quite so much. It grounds out quite quickly, as we found out. So take it out, just a nice slow bimble. It's a really nice sort of Sunday ride bike.
If you're not looking for a new bike, then obviously we have a whole of used bikes from all different manufacturers, so not just BMWs, but
We've got
any
all
that
sorts
come in.
at the
Yeah,
moment.
absolutely. You name it, we got it probably. There is there is on all used bikes a 2-year warranty.
Yeah, absolutely. So
that's
we've
kind
got
of-
the approved bike range. You get 2-year warranty on one of those. It's a really good warranty. It's very comprehensive. That's
There, we're turning into sales team now.
yeah. Don't want to be a James May, do we?
No.
No, don't want to be a James May.
So
Well,
we
hang on, we've got another question. Dan, can you find out when the Baxter tank covers will be available for the R20R in HP colours rather than just black? I'll try for you, Paul.
right.
Yeah,
first of
absolutely
all, what? What? Can you find out? Yeah, I understand all that.
fine. Right.
When Baxter tank covers.
Okay. You would never in the showroom because I don't think we've ever had, no, certainly not in your time here, ever had a bike in the showroom with one on. It isn't something I often sell from here, but I'm always open to requests and I may well be able to get you one. But Baxter tank cover is, they're usually leather and it literally does cover the tank.
Okay.
It's a protection thing, it protects your tank, it protects your paint. And they can look quite cool. You get some in really nice colours, as Paul said, black might not be the best looking one, but if you got them in the HP colours, then yeah, it could look quite nice.
I'll have to do some research on
Baxter,
that.
because it is almost like putting your tank in a bag. Yeah.
But why only the tank? Why not all the other shiny bits?
Because you don't buy a bike to cover it all in leather. Yeah.
No.
Well, what would you do? Yeah, people have
Oh,
paid
no.
good money for that paintwork.
Don't buy a horse to put leather on it, but you do.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, that's a good question.
There you
Thanks,
are, Paul.
Paul.
Well done. You've taught Eric something today, so that's always good.
Not difficult.
Not
Not difficult when I come in here. I always learn something when I come in here. Like the word bimble, apparently.
Did you not know what bimble was?
I haven't heard that for a very, very, very long time until today.
wow, okay.
And then somebody we were talking with today, they said bimble, didn't they?
Yeah, bimble's a very commonly used word in the motorcycle industry. Yeah.
Alright.
You either go out for a scratch or you go for a bimble. It's one or the other.
Scratch or a bimble.
Yeah, scratch or a bimble.
Right. So scratch because you
There you are, you getting it?
I get it.
Scratching the road.
I also heard about
Blobs?
hero blobs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Blobs are fun.
Okay, so if you've still got the blobs,
you're not a hero.
You're not a hero.
I mean, ride in your own
Drive safely,
capabilities,
please.
ride safely. Hero blobs, for people that don't know, because I know we've got quite a wide range of audience. Hero blobs are, I was going to show you on the bike behind, but we've got rear sets on that, so it hasn't got any. On standard foot pegs, you get like...
What? We've got what?
Okay, backtrack a little bit. I've newbies here. Right, so rear sets are like this. So these
Hang
are...
on, let me come down.
These are Gillies Tooling FX Racing foot pegs. Down here, come on. You know where they are. You know where the foot pegs are. So they are called rear sets. So they aren't the standard foot pegs, and they are made so fully adjustable. We've got different foot peg holders here, so you can make it in the riding style you need it to be and have it comfortable. Really commonly used on the track. These foot pegs don't fold; they are set. What you do with these, instead of getting the hero blobs down, you'd actually start grounded away at the foot peg. You probably need to replace this every now and again if you're a faster rider, as we say.
Or maniac.
Maniac,
in my language.
maniac is the word. If you had the standard on an S1000R or pretty much any other bike in the range, you do have what they call hero blob. And
I'm not comfortable this side. That don't seem right.
It doesn't, does it?
Doesn't seem right.
A hero blob is a small piece of metal that sticks out from your foot peg. Essentially, you touch that onto the floor before your foot peg goes in, so that you can feel that you're getting close. And some people that aren't maniacs, what they will do is they'll go, "Oh, that's touching," and they'll sit the bike up a little bit. People that are maniacs, they'll do is go, "Oh, that's touching." So that's what hero blobs are.
Okay, so we talked about that when we talked about the TFT screen, didn't we? And you got the
The
meter.
lean angle sensor.
Yeah. So if you want to know about,
You should always ride in your rain capabilities. If you're not getting your hero blobs down yet, don't rush it.
No,
It'll
it's
come
fine.
in time.
it's fine.
It is good fun.
No. Now, as the father of this whole place, drive carefully, right? Otherwise, I should take it away from you. All right.
There you are. You've been told.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. That's
was
good,
all right,
wasn't it?
wasn't it? Yeah.
That was all right. Even just two of us.
Who needs James, mate?
We should stop calling him that. He doesn't like it.
Good.
We should do it more.
He calls me a lot of things I don't like, which aren't suitable for live.
No, that's very true. Right, that is it. Thank you ever so much, everybody. Thank you to the live audience.
Yeah, woo! Right, pay
Which
attention.
only one of them was actually listening.
Fell asleep.
So thank you to you for coming down and seeing us. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
If you want to get hold of Dan, then you know the drill. It's no, not that one.
Not that one.
It's Dan at sycamoremotorrad.co.uk. He is the parts manager. He's not with us, but if you want to email the sales manager, that's TJ at sycamoremotorrad.co.uk. And if you want to be ignored, then Eric at sycamoremotorrad.co.uk. Feel free to give me an email if you've got any ideas, or you have somebody that you think maybe would make a good guest on the show. Last week we had Pro Race Exhaust, and it was one of the
Oh, it was good.
fine show. It was a good show. One of my favourites of all time, mainly because I've spent most of my time off camera, if I'm honest, and let those people that know what they're talking about talk about it. See you next week when hopefully we'll be rejoined by TJ. But until then, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. Keep scratching.